From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
I'm Mitch Laggy. 2 Montana tow truck drivers honored with a moment of silence on the 1-year anniversary of their deaths. I'll bring you details coming up.
A local connection to a film stopped by tragedy coming up.
It's so exciting just that I'm able to represent MSU and my people. I get to advocate for the MSU students and just natives overall.
Plus this morning we'll meet Miss Indian MSU, learn more about Malaya Knows His Gun and how she wants to transform healthcare on reservations. Well, happy Wednesday, Southwest Montana. It is 6:30. Chet Lehman Manoa with you here, breezing through this Wednesday.
A breezy afternoon. I think you had a little play on words there, Chet.
I did what I could.
It'd be worth it.
It is windy this morning, and the gusty winds are really picking up for the afternoon. Temperatures overall pretty mild, but don't look for the temperatures to warm up much from where we are right now. A couple of passing showers out to our west. We may see a few isolated mountain showers, but for the most part pretty dry for the day today. The planner calling for daytime highs pushing that 50-degree mark for Bozeman, a little cooler in Butte, but the wind is going to be the big story. We're going to talk about what winds we're expecting and how that'll impact the rest of the week and toward Halloween. Your whole forecast coming up here in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Matt. 6:31 now. It's been 1 year since 2 Montana tow truck drivers were killed on Interstate 90 while trying to recover a vehicle during a snowstorm. Yesterday, Hanser Automotive staff remembered the lives of their 2 co-workers and once again called on drivers to do everything possible to keep a tragedy like this from ever happening again. TN's Mitch Laggy brings us the story.
Tow truck drivers at Hanser's Automotive locations across the state are calling on renewed awareness for the Slow Down and Move Over campaign on the 1-year anniversary of 2 of their co-workers' deaths.
I wish he was here to see this. He would tell us not to fuss. He didn't need all the attention, but
hopefully people take this seriously and start slowing down, moving over. People don't need to die. People should be able to go do their jobs. Slow down, take it seriously, let them get home to their families.
Monday marks 1 year since 28-year-old Casey Allen and 37-year-old Nick Visser were struck and killed by a passing motorist near Columbus while trying to recover a vehicle during a snowstorm. Visser's wife Kendra said it's tough to see someone else driving her husband's old blue tow truck.
it's hard to see somebody else driving it and to see it on the road. It kind of gives you, or it gives myself, this numbing feeling. Because when you hear this coming down the road, it's noticeable. People still aren't paying attention, slowing down and pulling over. They're not. But we'll keep trying to make it to where it'll make a difference.
This year, the state legislature revised the state's Move Over law, increasing fines and penalties on first and second offenses. But the changed law doesn't bring back the lives already lost.
Still, till this day, both boys are very missed. I miss them every day, especially Nick. I just hope this never happens again. I don't want to ever see it. So please pay attention and keep your eyes open on the roadway.
At all 6 Hanser's locations from Hardin to Livingston, truck horns rang out at 3 p.m. Monday to honor Casey Allen and Nick Visser. In Billings, Mitch Laggy, MTN News.
6:33 now. Today we should find out more details about last week's deadly movie set shooting that involved Alec Baldwin. Santa Fe County Sheriff and the District Attorney will discuss their initial findings from the investigation, but say it's too early to determine if any charges will be filed. So far, investigators have stated Baldwin fired a prop gun that was supposed to be holding only blanks. The cinematographer was killed, the director wounded. Shooting raised questions across the industry about replacing weapons on sets with computer-generated effects. District Attorney said those involved with the production are cooperating. Now here in Southwest Montana, a local film lighting company recently worked on a previous movie set with the same gun handler as in that Baldwin film. MTN's Jane McDonald caught up with a local man who was on the set every day when guns were being handled.
A prop gun and a real gun, well, at the end of the day, they're guns.
People want to do Westerns.
JP Gabriel and his company, Film Lights Montana, ran lighting for the upcoming film, The Old Way, a Western film with the same armorer as Rust, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, where Alec Baldwin fatally shot one and wounded another member of the crew.
It really bothered me that I didn't feel like I knew what was going on. We weren't announcing guns that much. A couple times on the set, there was no announcement, and boom, boom, we had 2 blasts. But I saw Nicolas Cage turn around and go, what the hell is going on? And this shouldn't be happening. Is anyone going to be announcing when the gun is in the air is going to be shot? Because it scared him, and it got our attention.
JP notes the safety measures when handling firearms on a set, the process to ensure it's cold before an actor points it in the air, at the ground, or they point it at another person.
The gun is clear by opening it up, showing it off, that the chambers are open and clear. They even click through the hammer and shoot all 6 chambers or whatever the type of gun it is. The reload is then shown. This is a blank. We put it in. This is if it's a live gun, and that's where we're really having a lot of trouble. They're calling it the prop gun. That is misleading a lot of people. A prop gun is a gun.
JP goes on to say that when he heard the news, one of the first things that he thought of was the armorer that they shared, Hannah.
It's a tragedy that this is what happened, and she's going to be affected for the rest of her life, and I don't want to pile on, but I did feel like the people of Montana should know that this is happening right here, that we need to have gun safety. And we have to have the safety of the crew, and this is what can happen if we don't.
In Bozeman, Jane McDonald, MTN News.
6:36 now, and other headlines. Local elections across the state just days away, and because of new state law, late voter registration closing at noon on Monday instead of on Election Day. MTN's Jonathan Ambarian has what you need to know ahead of Election Day.
There's a week left until ballots are due in Helena and East Helena's city elections. And here at the Lewis and Clark County Elections Office, officials want to make sure that voters are prepared for some changes in registration rules. This is the first municipal election held since the Montana legislature passed House Bill 176, which eliminated Election Day voter registration. Late registration will now close at noon the day before an election. Lewis and Clark County first implemented the change in May's school elections.
In the May election, we actually have people showing up late, so we want to make sure that the voters do know.
Some people who are already signed up to vote may still be able to update their registrations on Election Day. The Montana Secretary of State's office has proposed rules laying out some changes that could be made after late registration closes, but they haven't yet been put in place. For now, Lewis and Clark County Elections is recommending that anyone wanting to make any changes to their registration do it before noon on Monday.
We do advise them to come in if they need to register, to come in and do it early so that they're not waiting in line and that everybody gets their turn to get registered.
As of Tuesday morning, Lewis and Clark County Elections has mailed out more than 19,000 ballots to voters in Helena, and just over 1,000 to voters in East Helena. They've had 6,300 Helena ballots returned, about 28%. 275 East Helena ballots have been turned in, just over 22%. At this point, election officials recommend that people who haven't turned in their ballots yet drop them off in person rather than mailing them, to make sure they're in before 8 p.m. on Tuesday. The county elections office will be doing late voter registration here from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. through this Friday, and from 8 a.m. to noon on Monday. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
All right, thank you, Jonathan. This week, our Native American Student Spotlight focuses on a young lady on a mission to change the world of healthcare for families like her own. Here's MTN's Holly Brantley with her story.
Malia Knows His Gun is from the Northern Cheyenne Reservation. She was just accepted to the nursing program at MSU. I learned her passion for helping others began when she was very young.
Both my grandmas and my dad have diabetes, and I would oftentimes, they'd bring me over and have me help them give them shots, and that was kind of a fun thing for me.
And that's where her dream to bring better health care to reservations began. Malia Knows His Gun says watching her grandparents deal with diabetes made her want to become a nurse, and one day returned to the Northern Cheyenne Reservation to open a dialysis clinic.
Hearing the stories and seeing that my people with diabetes had to ride the bus at 4 a.m. every morning and make the 2-hour commute is what really made me brought the idea up of bringing the dialysis clinic back home.
She was just accepted to the nursing program at Montana State University.
I've been told I make the family proud.
Beyond nursing, she is active in multiple organizations like the American Indian Council to network with other natives, to honor and preserve the heritage, and spread awareness to others. She also holds a special title, Miss Indian MSU.
It's so exciting just that I'm able to represent MSU and my people. I get to advocate for the MSU students and just natives overall.
Missing and murdered Indigenous women and Every Child Matters are causes close to her heart.
For the MMIW, I would definitely say having the documentation of all of the missing and murdered Indigenous women, because I know there's a lot, but a lot of them are also not documented in the system. Seeing the cases on the reservation and that they have not been resolved is definitely makes me scared as well, just to think that could happen to me or to any of us.
Meanwhile, she wants to send a message. Native American customs, from their dress to the beliefs, are sacred.
I would say I could bring up Halloween since that's coming up. I would say wearing the headdresses and war bonnets, that's definitely something that's not appropriate at all, and that I would wish for people to educate themselves on.
One way to learn more, American Indian Hall recently opened on MSU's campus, a place she hopes people will visit to see the beauty of her people and her heritage.
It was amazing. It was honestly surreal just to see the magic come to life.
She says the design exceeded her expectations. Now she hopes when people see her representing Native Americans on campus, it will serve as a reminder to others to look beyond the surface, to learn more about people and cultures other than your own.
To educate yourself about Native people, just everything from the cultural appropriation to MMIW, Every Child Matters, just everything that you can.
Malia says the best resource for accurate information is directly from Native American people. She says most are happy to connect and share. Meanwhile, you'll see her on campus representing Native Americans as Miss Indian MSU. In Bozeman, Holly Brantley, MTN News.
All right, thank you very much, Holly. 6:42. We're going to take a quick break.